Alright, what's up everyone? We got a KAGI match here today versus Medaps. Medaps? I've never known how to say that. Let me get this posted quick. Link. Of course, it's not going to show up. Okay, we are playing adaptive against Medaps here. This is my first game of this KAGI season. I think we're mulliganing that. Really gonna try and do better this season. Last season was rough. It just did not go well. What are we playing against? Okay. This could be a little bit of an interesting matchup. They've got groundbreaking discovery, 2 eddies, so they are going to have some amber control. But really, nothing too crazy in the other 2 houses, I think. The final analysis will be kind of big. 18 Technobabble. Triska's annoying. We'll have to kill that pretty quick. There'll be some artifacts, but don't mind that too much. I think we're just going to go ahead and kill that right away and see what they got in hand. We'll hold Untamed until we get a few more. Take a look. Emilio, Youngest Bear, Assert Dominance, Reckless Experimentation, Forging Alliance, Light of the Archons. Okay, so Star Alliance will be a dead turn if this guy's dead. Youngest Bear, Assert Dominance doesn't really do a whole lot, and Reckless Experimentation. Okay, so we got a nice turn here. We'll go ahead and... we'll try and keep it alive. He'll probably just fight it with Assert Dominance anyways, but welcome in Ketzer and Royal Purple. We are very short notice stream here, but figured getting some KAGI games in. This is really fun stuff to stream, and I gotta plug in my computer here. I also want to point out, I don't think login's in here yet. I have stuff on the wall. There's finally things on the wall. My wonderful wife spent a good chunk of the weekend putting a bunch of stuff up, and it looks really nice. It was hard to envision what it was going to look like when she was first putting it up, but now that it's there, it's really nice and homey. There's some cool art stuff in there from actually a friend from back in Colorado, so loving that. Okay, so we're discarding Key Charge here. We'll go ahead and just play... How do I want to order this? So we have a couple ways to get Taunt on my creatures. I guess we have to play this guy first, right? That way we actually get the amber from it. And the Assert Dominance being gone is really nice because it means they maybe don't have a way of killing this in one turn. Could see a final analysis here, but they didn't have a whole lot in hand. Groundbreaking Discovery, and then the Star Alliance was not going to do it either, right? Forging Alliance, Light of the Archons. Yeah, so they're going Star Alliance here. Star Alliance also... Oh, they are going to be able to stun. I think that's fine. I can actually unstun them, but I can't taunt the Hunting Witch, which is really sad. That's okay. We're going to go Sanctum here anyways. This is the most value Clear Mind has ever gotten. We'll go ahead and fight this Melio because I don't love that. And we'll Terms of Redress onto Staunch Knight. Okay, so we push to 7 here. Eddie could stop us along with Tide. We do have the Scrambler Storm coming and the Mother, so we're really going to start pushing them for creature control. Let's see. Beach Day all tied up. Mookling could stop us here too. Youngest bear fights the hunting witch. So can you guys hear? You might be able to hear it on my... Need to make sure the music isn't like making some reverb or whatever. Okay, so they do take the tide. They are gonna beach day my staunch knight too. So they go to 8. We are taxing them to 7 with the Murmook. I think we just live with that here. I mean, we have to live with it. We can't really stop them. I don't mind getting this Scrambler Storm down, getting the Mother down, keeping the draw going. So we'll go Logos. Go Forge. The deck for this season, I don't know if I'm gonna play this every game or not, but I've been playing this deck in my the like NKFL Coda series that they've been doing, or like set series they've been doing. So they did like Archon, they did Sealed, and they've done Adaptive, and they're gonna do like Alliance and stuff. But I've been playing this one in the Coda Adaptive, and it's been doing really well. This is one of the only decks that I have intentionally gone to 100 plays with. I love it. It's an awesome Coda deck. It's very mid-rangey, but it punches up very, very well, as we'll probably see here. So I think we're going to just Lost in the Woods some of this stuff. I don't mind tossing Niffleape. I can't keep this Murmook alive, so I might as well toss it. And then maybe the yeah, we'll do the Niffleape and the Murmook, which also gets me access to the taunt there. Old Patty definitely has to go, and we'll get rid of the Miliobi because we don't like that thing. And raging all of our stuff. And we keep drawing off of the Mother. We got second Mother in hand, and we're getting lots of Sanctum, which is looking good. I don't know. It's one of those decks, like, it's fairly straightforward, but you do have to, like, handcraft with it. Like, it still tests kind of some of those basic Keyforge skills, which I think is good. There's not a ton of recursion. I usually like a little bit more, but I mean, like, Lost in the Woods is kind of recursion. Witch of the Eye is recursion. We are seeing some artifacts coming down. I do not have artifact control, which is sad. Oh, and the scientists are coming in ready. I forgot about that. That's going to be an issue. I mean, you can't do a whole lot here besides... Ooh, Reckless. Play the top card of your deck. It could be bad for them. They might hit like a Final Analysis or something. Maybe that's what they want. But more draw would actually be fine for me. Ooh, they can Lay of the Land first. That's actually really good. Okay, so good things to look for in their play patterns here. The phase shift into Lay of the Land for your Reckless Experimentation if you don't have the good stuff. So we'll get one draw, and then they'll know what's on top of the deck to play with the Reckless, which... Oh, the Fittest, okay. So... Can we stop the key? Oh, key is already stopped because of Murmook. I think we try to clear their board and protect our stuff. Can't clear their board if I go Sanctum. I really probably just should play the Sanctum down here. Which I guess I can kill this if I want to fight there. Which I probably should do. It's at 4, so if I give myself one more armor, I stay alive. Okay, so we will take hostages. We will Seki on the right. Staunch Knight on the left. We'll protect the weak Staunch Knight and protect the weak Anafiel. Anafiel fights Eddie. It's only at 4 power, right? Only had 3 damage. Oh, this stupid isotropic core. Every time. That's unfortunate. But we did find the EP, so if we get this key through, that EP could be huge to slow them down. We'll have a nice logos turn. They kind of have a lot of targets here to deal with, and we also have the life web if they go wide on board. There's gotta be a final analysis coming soon. But they've done a lot of logos, so they probably don't have much more logos to play if they do that. Got a Star Alliance call though. Sabotage mission could do some stuff. Rocketeer Triska with a gun could do some stuff. What else? Is Sabotage gone already? No. This is gone. Technobabble's gone. That's great. Yeah, so probably be a fight here or something. Okay, Sabotage is gonna stop the key too. That's unfortunate. But maybe they'll play 3 creatures. And the Murmoog is protected, which is actually probably the most important thing here. Okay, so away team comes down, can fight the mother off. Ooh, right switch to the eye. That's fair. But if they have another creature... Hey, Cloggin, I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. We have pictures. Finally have the pictures. Okay, so they only played 2 creatures. They are... in check. I am not forging because of Sabotage mission. Unfortunate. So we could go back into Sanctum here and just fight the Triska off. Reap to stop them. Play Raiding Knight to stop them. We still have the Mother. What are we drawing into? Now we really want to push this key through before we go Logos. So let's do one more Sanctum turn. We'll go ahead and Reap and then fight, and I don't die this time. This is important. Okay, so we stay at 7. We take them off check. We've got the nice Logos follow up. Maybe I'll show it after this match, but we got some cool art back there. It's not Keyforge stuff, just fine, but it is something. It's kind of a whole, like, the whole wall all the way to the wall has stuff on it now, which is pretty interesting. I was not... when she was describing it to me, like envisioning it was not, it wasn't looking super great in my head, but once it was up, it's very, very nice, very homey. Dang it, they're stopping the key again. Okay, and they're gonna fight with Gabuk into, that's a tough call. Do you hit Mother? Put that creature into play. Yeah, so they hit the Mother. Which means they are not in check. I guess they wouldn't either way. I think we just go untamed here. As much as I want to hold the life web, I don't think it's worth it. Especially since we're not getting the draws. And we'll get 5 damage too, so we can still kill the old Patty. So we'll fight the Moogling. Oh, dang it. That stupid core. It's not gonna lose me the key, which is huge. Like, that could have been such a worse blunder. But that means we are not killing old Patty now. So we might as well just hit this guy and those guys. They don't get a creature, they discard instrument. Oh, they discard static charge. Man, this isotropic core is just killing me. So second Eddie could come down here. They could also do one of their final analysis, clear the board, get a lot of their amber back. Second Eddie hopefully doesn't stop the key. I don't think it stops the key because they already have the Hydrocatagalogger used because I'm not taking the Tide. So if they tax me for 8, that's fine. I need to get this key through. And now that Technobabel's gone too, I think, or Sabotage Mission, I think that should be a key. Ooh, Star Alliance. Star Alliance should be a key. They're gonna try to hold Patty out. Eddie would be my guess. Your Jen comes in ready. That's interesting. That's a scientist. I didn't notice that. Diplomat is gonna let him use Old Patty. Old Patty's gonna get a ward for reaping. Could fight with it, but it's not worth it here, yeah. Oh, there's another Myliobe. That enrage is actually gonna like stack up over time. That's annoying. But we are working our way towards some good stuff here still. This Logos turn's gonna be pretty brutal. And this means another turn without final analysis. Okay. So we get the key there. They just reshuffled, so that means Rooftop Laboratory is, or Groundbreaking Discovery is live sometime soon. I don't think there's anything we can do about this Gabuck or this Old Patty, so we just go Logos here. So we will EP first, Library, Anomaly. Is there a reason to hold that until after? Lost in the Woods is the only scary one. Actually, Ezekiel is a little bit awkward too. Lost in the Wood to be sad. We'd probably have to give him back an Amber. But we can just give him the Raiding Knight. Oh, it's Murmook. Fantastic. Ooh, do we want to do that? I should have drawn first. It's always the rule. Draw before you do your stuff. Do I want to just ditch the Glorious Few? Because if he goes final analysis this turn to try and draw a bunch, we could get a huge Glorious Few. So it might actually be worth holding that. We just kind of have an awkward turn after that. We can draw through. Let's hold it. It gives us some options next turn. Okay, going Untamed. So there's going to be another Old Patty. We're going to get Persistence Hunting on Sanctum. That's fine. Old Patty will toss out a bunch of creatures, which lets us do a bigger Glorious Few. Myliobe hits probably the Murmook here. Trying to finally get this key through. I think they will. I don't really have good ways of stopping it now. Ooh, they do play the Dr. Varoctor though. That's pretty big, because that gives me a chance to get rid of it. Try and stop the combo. Yep, there goes Myliobe. Okay, Varoctor is also elusive. I need to remember that. So we could just phase shift in the Lost in the Woods. Does that get me? Doesn't get me to check, does it? This one is not elusive, right? So I could fight there with the Mother. I would take 4 damage because of the core, but it's not elusive for any reason, right? There's no... So I could fight there. That gets me to 2. Draw, hit this with Anomaly Exploiter, Phase Shift Lost in the Woods for Varoctor, Niffleape, Myliobe, or the Aegon. This is going to get dicey right at the end. They're going to get a lot of amber the next couple turns. I think Logos is the right call still. We're going to draw. Draw. Ooh. You can play Old Patty as an upgrade using, or you can play Shield You Later as an upgrade using that. Interesting. So that means he did not play 3 creatures, so Life Web is not alive. That's really sad. So in that case, play this guy. Strip the ward there. Go ahead and just fight into the Varoctor here. So I could just play this Ezekiel. Try to get more Untamed stuff going. Kind of like that. Try to bait out a bigger creature play for the Untamed, especially now that we got the key charge. Okay, so we hope that they kind of go wild here. Varoctor's in the discard, so they're going to have a tough time getting Rooftop out. Problem is, if they blow up the board, we can't stop them in Sanctum. So the Glorious Few might be kind of dead. But that also gives me so many cards. So I don't know that they want to do that. Meliobs, these guys having armor against the Meliobs is huge. Star Alliance, they could do plenty. This deck. It's just, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like the simplest deck. It just has so many like interactive plays. There's stuff to play around. There's like the Glorious Few. There's Life Web, so you don't want to play a ton of creatures, but it doesn't have a ton of creature control. But the Sanctum can also build like a really scary board, so you have to like be dealing with that. The Logos kind of gets a nice engine going if you get the artifacts out. So I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. We'll see if it does better in this KAGI league than my deck that I maybe shouldn't even mention that I played in KTL. Tungsten was not a good adaptive deck. It was pretty rough. Who knows? Maybe I'll just go back to gets us 2 Reaping Amber. It's probably not enough. I guess we capture some too. That's tricky. This guy goes on the right because he's got nowhere else to go. We'll play that for no value. Seki will reap and capture. So the good thing is for Forging Alliance, I only give them 1 extra house because we have 2 houses of overlap. So killing Eddie doesn't actually matter because I can hit it with the Lost in the Woods next turn. That's the reckless experimentation though. I think we have to kill a Gung. Not elusive, right? I gotta triple check that like every time. So we kill a Gung. I think we reap. I don't know. It's possible that was the wrong call, but we'll find out. Did not get any more Untamed cards. We don't have Hunting Witch, so it's basically down to... I don't think they have a way of warding the mutagen either. Untamed is the call. What happens in Untamed? Oh yeah, play all those creatures. It's gonna be 2. One of them is Rocketeer Trisco, which is not my favorite. But Youngest Bear next to that doesn't hurt us. These are gonna fight, maybe? Get a good buck. Okay. Fittest. Okay, so that's our life web. So if we Lost in the Woods, I think that gets us there. Just doing some target prioritization now. Okay, so fights, mother, enrages, that's fine. Fights, Staunch Knight. The Assert Dominance got discarded, so they're not using that. Oh, there's the Mookling. Okay, so now I have to fight the Mookling too, which is fine. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Key cost. Why is key cost 9? Oh, Eddie and Mookling. Okay. So we will, there's nothing stopping Steel, Life Web, Fight, Mookling, play Urmook, play Witch, Lost in the Woods, these 2, you and you, Key Charge. All right, we got game 1. Let's see if we can get him game 2. So let's see, who had first turn here? I went first, so they are going first, game 2. Those rules didn't change for this season, right? No worries, Katzer. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Where are the rules? Why isn't this pinned, Murph? Leak document. Let's try that. Whichever deck goes first in game one goes first every game. Okay. Oops. Sure I read that right. Okay. Let's see. Beach day, fittest. I don't mind this. What do I hit with beach day? What raises the tide in this deck? Is it just Hydro Cataloger? It might be worth looking for that. Let's keep this. And bounce whatever they throw down. Get the Melio out and buff it. Then we can go into Logos next turn. So, interesting thing from game one. Final Analysis never got played. That might be the correct call. Okay, and there's Mother. So we'll go ahead and each day that. And there you go. Okay. Ezekiel and Staunch Knight kills that. Ooh, that's a lot of Sanctum. That's a bit scary. I do like the static charge on that guy, though. Let's do this. Eddie for that. Okay, we found assert dominance. Oh, but there's the Final Analysis. Like, we might just need to play that. Oh, or they just play a ton of Untamed. Let's see, this is at the start of their turn. So Hunting Witch dies at the start of their turn. We could just assert dominance to kill the witch and be done. Take the tide. Gain an archive. Be done with it. I don't like that, actually. Kill there. Okay, Mookling. Take the Tide, Archive, apply to the Archons. Awesome. Okay, so that was definitely the answer we needed for that board. Also trying to text my wife who is on lunch, which is too many things at once. So if I lose, it's probably because of that. I'm sure. Okay, I'm not minding this so far. There's a lot of our amber control, unfortunately, so that might be a problem. But the question for them is, do they have a way to stop this key? Which, I mean, Kareem does have ways to stop keys. Like, this shouldn't be too hard. They just did an Untamed turn, though, so they might not want to go back in just to play Ramook. And if they don't have anything in Sanctum, Logos would just be EP, which maybe they haven't found yet because we've kind of been disrupting them a little bit. I really like going into away team double artifact, or double upgrade, though. Or we could just final analysis, just take the Reap, clear the board, especially if Mother comes down. That might have to be our call. We just can't let them get a big board. Going Logos. Okay, so Mother's coming back. We'll see how many other things. No! They had it. And they wild wormhole into a take hostages, which is actually good. We'd like to see that go now. So that means they're not getting actual fight value off of it from their Sanctum board this turn. That EP timing is pretty brutal. Ooh, turning off the Staunch Knight. Phase shift for another Naftiel. Yeah, I think we have to here. We don't have a good enough follow up to this. So draws a card for each, so we're giving them 6 draw. That's just so not good to give to Curry at all. That's gonna be so much amber. And this is a lot of our last amber control. I think we have to do it. Got the Dr. Varoctor, so they might not have a good way of dealing with that. Do I play it, though, or do I just archive it here? I think I have to play it. We might just hold these archives for a bit. There's a reckless experimentation, but that doesn't really help me. Okay, so we get twin bolted here, yeah. Going back into Logos is okay. Could have been worse for us. They're gonna get this key. Yeah, that's fine. So we go Star Alliance, we get into check. We make a big away team for them to deal with. And hopefully pick up Hydro Cattle. Is that gone? Oh no, Amberback. But we probably get lost in the woods here. Like, very realistically get hit by Lost in the Woods here. Ooh, Sanctum. Glorious View for 1, that's good. Seki, do they have the Raiding Knight? In terms of address, we'll stop the key, that's fine. I actually don't want to fight it here because I want to force field pretty badly. I think we just go back into Star Alliance here. So we'll go ahead and Reap, get that warded while forging Alliance. Fuck. I don't want any of these. That's an unfortunate draw. Yeah, I mean, they could tax, but I think getting this guy warded is pretty important, especially if we do another final analysis here. So we'll get Mermooked. Let's see if we can still forge. Life web for no value is good for us. Good to see it gone. Less to play around. We really need to see our artifacts and more of the Star Alliance. This is getting kind of awkward. Cooperative to take the ward off is really unfortunate. Yeah, there's Lost in the Woods. So we'll get the key here. They'll probably still tax it if they get some more Mermooks, but they're down on efficiency now for sure. Mother's gone. They just lost that key last, or that chain lasted 2 Mermooks. It's unfortunate. We want to have the untamed creatures down in case we draw into a gung. Right, we want to give this to him, and then cooperative hunting for your untamed. Technobabble is not bad, but we need to. Oh man, them hitting that with the Lost in the Woods was actually huge because that meant we lost those upgrades too. But might just get hit with second Lost in the Woods here. And we don't have a way to stop this key either. Dang. Yeah. Okay, so that's key 2 for them. We really gotta find some stuff. They play a Witch of the Eye. Not good. Very not good. Oh, come on. Where is my creature value? Yeah, I don't think this is going super well, but they are. What do they have left? Both of those Mermooks are back in their deck. Niflape's gone. Cooperative hunting is gone. They're gonna have some Sanctum dudes. There's the Raiding Knight. Seki. Protect the Weak. I mean, I still don't have a way to actually. Oh my gosh. Why could I not have drawn one of these guys? I can stun these. That's not bad. We don't get to check though. We don't get to check either way. This is rough. So we'll Technobabble. I don't think I need to Sabotage Mission this turn. Or do I need to hold it? I'm not going to keep charge this turn. I have a lot of Star Alliance to draw into. But I just need to draw into that Star Alliance. I think I need a cycle here. Yeah, still no Triska. Okay, so they're going to draw through second library. Psychic Bug shows the hand. Second Mother coming down here too. Gosh. Yeah, this is not good. Is it just our draws early on? Like, what happened? All of our Amber control. Really, a lot of it was creature control. We didn't get to use this Meliob to fight. They did that multiple times where they stopped us from getting to use our creatures. We also gave them a 12-card hand by final analysising, but I think I had to do that. So here's a bunch more stuff that I'm not going to deal with, but we can do some Star Alliance stuff here. What do we do? Don't get any youngest bear value. And they can just go right back into Logos for a lot of value. Let's go Star Alliance. Gonna go ahead and Ambervac. Shield you later. Fighting here is just not worth it. Star Alliance. Reap. Of course we get Triska right now. Oh, the timing in this game is just killing me. Alright, well, let's take out a Psychic Bug at least. They're probably going Untamed to put the Murmooks down. Oh, and we didn't draw through. How did we not draw through? That's really bad. See these Murmooks stop the key. Did not play 3 creatures. Man. This is not going to be a many chain game for game 3. Oh, cooperative hunting too. Jeez. Yeah, we're getting murdered. But none of this stuff coming down early in the game was also kind of rough. So none of our scientists came in ready. No! How do you have another Lost in the Woods? So they drew back into 3 of those on the reshuffle. Jeez. No. That's rough. But that's why Kareem is good. And that means I lose my upgrades again. My goodness. I just can't win with that stuff. I mean, I would say we just redraw into Groundbreaking Discovery, but I draw back into these 2 idiots. Okay, well. From this, I think we are seeing Kareem has more of an advantage than it looked like in game 1. We just have to force out the creature control. But he just got so much value off the Meliobes. In game 1, and we did not. And off this core. Yeah, I killed my own stuff off the core so many times. So going Sanctum means we actually have a chance to stop the key here, but it might not matter because we probably just get hit with key charge. And we can't kill the Murmooks. Have to do it though. So we go Logos, Core, Laboratory. So let's see. This one I replay with Varoctor, so there's no reason to hold it or archive it. Because if we get the other 2, we pull it back from discard. So we'll go ahead and just archive this guy who is supposed to be archiving other things for me. Oh, keep forgetting. And we draw not a single piece of it. Okay, well, game 3 it is then. Oh, that seems like a key charge. Yeah. Oh, lost in the woods. I mean, this is more amber than I can deal with regardless. So I didn't draw anything. So maybe I should have mulliganed, but man, I mean, this board, I don't know how this deck deals with this board. I got nothing, right? I can throw him down. That doesn't matter. Okay. New game, competitive. This will be adaptive, best of one. I have to say though, this has been good stuff. Like this is what we want out of KAGI. This is a great series so far. Always would have loved to haven't got game 2, but it's a very close matchup, so that was going to be tough. So now we got to bid chains on Kareem. I just don't know if I go too many chains. Okay. Both pick Kareem. You know, don't think it's more than like 5 chains. Even that seems a little risky. Because if the artifacts come down early with Rocco, went straight to 3. I'm gonna just jump to 4 quick. See if they go 5. Ooh, went to 7. Oh, it is going first, so we lose one on the draw. If he didn't have that EP that early too, it would have been so different. 7 chains. Okay. There we go. I don't know. That might not be enough chains. I think it's a closer game than game 2 looked. Ooh. Don't like this hand though. Ugh. Also don't love this hand. Get the creatures out quick. Oh, they've got one. Come on. Okay, well, I guess we tried. But if they just draw all of the logos right away, we are done for. Gives them skirmish, right? Yeah. We still want it there. Yeah, this is a crazy. It's very unfortunate for us. Very good start. Protect the weak on mother. It's interesting. Fights Meliob. Okay. You can still kill the mother actually in Untamed here. Is that worth it though? I just get these down. Let's get this stuff down. Force him into a third house. We'll try it. He wants to Lost in the Woods here. I think that is not the worst for us. So then you have to decide what you're Lost in the Woodsing, and if you don't have many untamed creatures. Actually seeing Triska early too, but yeah, here it comes. Ooh, Life Web, okay. We've got to kill that mother. It's not going to be this turn. Well, I guess we just lose. Oh my goodness. Just brutal. Yeah, I mean that is awful. Crazy. And they can just Lost in the Woods again next turn. Could just get the logos out. But yeah, this is not good. Oh, that makes me so mad. So frustrating. But that's why I need to keep doing, like, I need to be doing more adaptive games than even just KAGI. Like, I need to be practicing because I've not been good at chain bidding. Not good at actually evaluating the decks even after 2 matches. Obviously do not have this on lock. So it looks like they're not going to go for Lost in the Woods, which is great. At this point, let's go ahead and go Untamed. We'll see what we get off the draw. So we will all tied up to archive, shield you later. Mookling. Alright, well, it's Diplomat, and we are stopping this key. It's not too bad, but we probably don't have a creature after this turn. Just fights that off. there's no way of getting back the Reckless. That's experimentation either. Okay, so Psychic Bug, they see the hand. They'll have a phase shift for something here. I don't know what's in archives, but that doesn't help us a whole lot. Okay, so they get to kill one for free with the Exploiter. Should probably be the Mookling. Still Sabotage Mission them next turn, which is fine. Oh my goodness. Alright. First, how many cards in are we? 16 cards, and they've just drawn all of the value. Now final analysis doesn't matter because okay, so Sabotage Mission is our values. We'll have, oh, that's also 4. So just +2. Do we take this archives? Sure. You know what? Do we? Yeah, it makes Triska more survivable. Okay, so we lay the land first. Doesn't really matter here, but we'll get both Eddies next. Oh, I could just play him as a creature, actually. Which isn't the worst. Let's do that. At least kill the Psychic Bug. House doesn't matter here. Reap. Oh, he doesn't come down ready, so never mind. Okay, so we tax him for 9. They go back into Untamed and remove our board. Oh, and they get the Life Web. Yeah. At least I can actually tax this key a lot. And we can kill the Hunting Witch. Man. Brutal. Okay, so we'll do Eddie, damage, tax for 10, fight, reap. Oh, there's Varoctor. But, yeah. I haven't seen any of the groundbreaking discoveries either. Just crazy. They can just bring it all back with the Witch Queens again. Oh, man. Just insane how little creature control I found. We just got the Assert Dominance and that one. Beach Day is still in there. Yeah. Patty has been at the bottom of the deck both of these games with this. Untamed is like my only call here. I'm not stopping a key after that. I need to hold this until we get a final analysis. So see if this gives me a slight bit of breathing room. Nice groundbreaking discovery, but without the other pieces, it really doesn't matter. Sanctum, they probably get to check here anyways. Brutal. Goodness. No check though. This is our like one tiny shot. Except it doesn't even work, right? Because I have to get Reckless Experimentation on top of the deck first, which means I would need to play him. But then if I play him, I can't final analysis to do the draw. Yeah, so we're sunk. Yeah. Oh, that's not even the right one. Okay, so there's our forging an alliance and final analysis, but woof. That was awful. I think the problem is I keep making, like, my game ones keep ending up being so close. And I think it's because I'm not I'm not doing well as a player. And so it makes me think the decks are really close. Game 2 is less close, but I attribute that to just like bad luck or whatever. And then I think the decks themselves are closer than they are for Game 3. And then I underbid. I have such a history of underbidding. Okay, so 2 fights to kill this. I'll take hostages. Is check. And I cannot stop check. Right. Yeah, so close, but just cannot quite get there. Upgrade or action card. What action card could I put up there to draw? Can't play Sabotage Mission. I could phase shift a Forging an Alliance, but I'd have killed everything, so that wouldn't get me anywhere. Can I stop this key? That's 7. No, I can't groundbreaking discovery because I don't have this. It's just so hard to actually put that together. It's crazy. Don't have another Mookling. Didn't see away team. Phase shift just doesn't get me there. Right. Good phase shift beach day. I don't have the draw though, is the problem, so this beach day doesn't do anything for me. It makes me so sad. Phase shift is the only thing I can play. I'm just gonna do this just to show him that I had it. Oh. It was down one chain after turn one, basically, or down to 5 max hand, but he had the mother out. So it's just like he was on a normal draw basically for the first, like the change really did almost nothing. I have dreams of doing well in KAGI. I just can't get there. Okay. There you go. That is my first game of the season. Not quite what I'd hoped for. I still really like Kareem for this. I might just change it up to be like just for fun for this season, especially if I'm going to be streaming them. Don't want to give it everything away. I might go to Bacho, which is another deck that I just love playing, but man. Wow, that was the worst typing. Okay, so we did, let me get this in JT's tracker here. Where'd you go? Deck that was bid on was Kareem. Versus your deck, Rocco Oracle of the Jungle. Yeah. Oh. Tough. Really tough. Man, KAGI is just... Adaptive is just one of those that makes you feel so good and so bad. Just simultaneously. So we got to 7. Somewhat confident. I think 8 or 9 is probably the better call, just because with 2 mothers, how did he generate Amber in game 1? I feel like there's just something that I missed of how he was able to get so far ahead, but it's just he was able to keep a board game 1, and it took me some time to get there. Didn't have things like, yeah, I just had stuff that he could kill with Meliobs, and he got Meliobs done early. And like Old Patty, which I kept having to like hit with Lost in the Woods, and I never saw Old Patty in either of those games really. Gabuck, same thing, was kind of more missing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty close to right, but it was not quite right because I lost. So, ooh, should we do some NKFL matches? Magic Duck. I do want to advertise this on here because I'm really excited about it. Magic Duck and I may be doing some in-person Keyforge. I've been working on the setup. It's pretty simple, but I think it'll be pretty good, pretty effective for doing some live like kitchen table games. The table itself might make some noises. We'll see. I hope the microphone's good for that. But we really want to do like what we're going to do for practice is probably just do our NKFL decks against each other. We're both going to be in it this season. I've seen his lineup already. It's hideous. Mine might not be as good, but we'll try it anyways. But what we really, really want to do is do some deck opening and playing when Amber Skies comes out, so we can really showcase not just like opening the decks. Like, I love doing that. That's really fun to do when the stuff first comes, when you get the game found. That's really fun. But actually playing them, especially since it probably won't be on TCO for a bit, because most of the set is not spoiled. For all the last sets we've had in a while, the whole set's been spoiled, so TCO has been able to catch up pretty quick, because of like KFC spoiling all of those decks. But for this set, and for Tokens of Change, and for more mutation, which hopefully we'll be able to get pretty fast after that comes out too, because we have a local store that will have it. None of those will be on TCO for a bit, because the whole set will take some time to be fully spoiled after release, and then getting all of that into TCO encoded. Like, love that team. Definitely support them on Patreon if you don't, just to help them like get that in there faster, because TCO is amazing and something we really need for the community. But we want to play those decks. We want to showcase what those new sets will be able to do, what they're going to look like. We're both super excited for it. I think it's going to be a blast. So be on the lookout for that. We're tentatively hoping for next Saturday, that we're going to be doing that for our NKFL, kind of practice, testing out the stream setup and everything, just to make sure it works. And then hopefully we get some news on when Amber Skies is coming soon, and we'll put a stream together for that. I'm sure, like, you know, who is it? TTR will probably be doing theirs as well. Those guys aren't completely lost yet. No, they're having a good time with Star Wars Unlimited, which is great. But I think they are planning to do Amber Skies stuff as well when that comes out. So hopefully we can kind of add to their content. We won't be able to do anything nearly as consistent as what they do or have done in the past. But hopefully we get a good long stream of just playing the new set and seeing how it looks. So that's it for now. I might have a game against Quick Draw later. We'll see if we end up doing that today or not. If so, I might pop back on. Just try and get these streamed and recorded, because it's fun to do. More content out there is always good for the game. But otherwise, I'm going to sign off here. Thank you all so much for anyone who hung around, and we'll see you next time. Take it easy.